Hello. Alright, Kiran, let's get down to business. Why holidays don't holiday? Yeah, I feel like you never really liked holidays. I feel like I kind of liked them, but you weren't really like, holidays, I love you, you're my favorite. I feel like you weren't big on the whole holiday jazz. I feel like I used to be, but not necessarily anymore. And I feel like there's other people who also feel the same way. My hypothesis and theories on why such things are happening are in this video right now. So maybe this isn't necessarily relevant to you, Kiran, because you've always hated the holidays, because you are the Grinch or Scrooge. Maybe both. You could be both. You have multiple facets. You could be both the Grinch and Scrooge. I believe in you. So today we're gonna go over my hypotheses, theories. I'm not gonna question what the difference is, except this is purely a theoretical video because I hate research. So half of these claims could be incorrect, and I don't really care, because this is just a video of me yapping. So, number one, capitalism. Pretty sure that capitalism is the root of everything feeling dull and nobody feeling any love or joy anymore, and it's because of the economy. Now don't get me wrong, I love shopping. I love spending money. I love making money. I adore all things money, except for when capitalism pushes us to buy more and more items that we do not need, such as holiday hauls. There's a bunch of stuff where people will go to stores, such as Target, and you know what, I'm not leaving out Halloween in this video that I'm talking, okay? There's Halloween too, so Spirit Halloween also, where people will go and they'll buy a whole new thing of holiday decor for that 1 year, and maybe they'll spend like $100-200 on it, and it's all this plastic cheap stuff that they're gonna stick in their front yard or in their house. And you know, buying stuff doesn't really like it gives you, I think, maybe dopamine, but like when you're scrolling type beat, like not good dopamine. Like it's like the very short-lived. Do not quote me on that. Don't quote me on anything in this video. This is just me guessing off of things I read 4 years ago. I think that part of it is because people are not, like, they have new decorations every year and they're just like really low quality. And I think part of what ties decorations into the holidays is the like remembrance of, oh, this is the bowl that I use every year to give out candy to kids, or oh, this is the star we always use at the top of our tree, or oh my gosh, look at this sparkly hot dog ornament that I got 5 years ago because I thought it was really funny for my sister. I don't know who would do that, but I'm sure someone has. But that's the type of thing. I think that decor, first of all, needs to have more meaning than just, oh look, it's vaguely tree-shaped and it's blue and ceramic, so put that in your house. I think that minimalism definitely ties into it. It's crazy how one of the top, this isn't about Christmas, this is just me. It's crazy how one of the top like decor types and one of the like trending decor types is minimalism, but somehow minimalism is backed up by capitalism, because you're not going to keep that stuff in your house after, because minimalism, you have to get rid of it. So then you end up buying more stuff because you're not storing it everywhere, like anywhere. You just have to get a new decor for each season, and it's just so stupid because it's just boring. Oh, how I long for the eclectic lifestyle. Also, Christmas is really the capitalism holiday, because the main thing is gift giving, and how do you get gifts? Well, capitalism would tell you, buy them. And you could be making people things, you could be sewing them a t-shirt, or making them like a friendship bracelet, or crocheting them like a hat, I don't know. But a lot of capitalism is like, oh no, you should buy people stuff, and that's a lot of the stuff with like Etsy's ads that I've been seeing for Christmas lately. Is they're like, but you want to get them personal stuff, like don't buy them just something off the street. But it's like, you could get even more personal if you made someone something. But I think that's part of it. And also there's just a lot of stress around gift giving. Like, you can't tell, it's like what people like say with like relationships, that's like the really toxic thought process of, well, you can't tell them what you want, but they have to know what you want. And I think that's crazy. I don't think that that is logical in any way, shape, or form, but that is what it is. So that's about all I have to say on capitalism. I think that it is ruining holidays by putting a money barrier in between the idea of the holiday and actually enjoying it. On to my next point. I believe that COVID ruined holidays a little bit. I also think that it had to do with like the community, which was ruined by COVID. And I think this is because a lot of holidays have a lot of stuff surrounding, oh, we're gonna have a big dinner. Thanksgiving is all about community, but that is genuinely what the point seems to have come from, like what the original point was. So I think that having that whole thing where the community is stripped causes it to not be as good. Also, you're spending time with people in the Christmas time. I feel like that holiday is also a lot about having relationships with people. And Halloween is all about going out and asking strangers for candy, and dressing up and going and dressing up with your friends. And so all of those holidays are very much around being social and hanging out with other people. And part of what happened with COVID and all of the stuff, it like those communities broke down. So then you're spending those holidays in your over-decorated house with 1,000 plastic skeletons, and you're like, why isn't this Halloween? What's going on? And I think a lot of the events that are tied to different holidays, such as like Christmas Day, giving people gifts, Thanksgiving Day, having turkey, like eating, not necessarily having turkey, but like eating a meal with your family, Halloween, trick-or-treating, all of these like are tied into spending time with other people. And so when you either lose the people that you used to spend time with, or you just don't go out to spend time with people anymore because you're still like, you're stuck in your house, like you kind of lose a big part of what those holidays were about. So yeah, that is my point on community. My next point is that you are thinking of nostalgia, and part of nostalgia is that your life now is not like your life as a child, because as a child your parents were probably doing a lot of the holiday work for you. Now you're older, your parents are probably more tired. A lot of people, like our mom, is very tired. And also, like, after you've moved out of the house and everything, your parents aren't really necessarily in control of your holidays anymore. Like, maybe you've moved out and you're no longer spending Thanksgiving with your parents because you live by yourself and you're not doing that anymore. And that's perfectly fine, but you often end up like not have, like, you think that the holiday just kind of appears, but actually a lot of times there was a lot of energy put into it from your parents that you didn't really think about or consider. At this point in time, if you're at this crossroad and you're like, I don't know why the holiday season sucks for me, why it sucks in general, it's probably because you were used to other people making the holidays for you, and it also means that it's your time to make the holidays. And my last point is that the vibes are simply off. And that is just a thing. Like, Kiran, I think that your vibes for holidays are just off. I think you don't like a lot of the holidays because you don't like something about them. I think, honestly, if you never liked a holiday, either don't engage in that holiday or remake the holiday for you. Because at this point, if you really hate Christmas music, don't listen to Christmas music. And then don't be like, oh, why do I hate Christmas? When you're trying to listen to Christmas music to get in the Christmas spirit, even though you don't like Christmas music. Or maybe there's a part of Thanksgiving that you don't like, where you're like, I really hate having to talk to my extended family during Thanksgiving, and that's why you don't like Thanksgiving. Maybe you should not engage in that tradition of Thanksgiving. Or maybe you really hate trick-or-treating. I don't know. The thing is, there's so many different things you could be doing with these holidays that you don't necessarily have to be engaging in every single part of the holiday if that part of the holiday does not like match up and work for you. Just a thought. All right, my conclusion to this incredibly intellectual, well-researched, highly thought out investigation research project is that you have to make your own holiday magic. Stop buying, especially online shopping. Like, knock it off. Maybe if you're like, well, the holidays suck and I'm never doing anything for them, maybe you should start doing stuff for the holidays. Also, just figure out what you like about holidays. Like, your holiday, like, if you really don't like Christmas the way that it is, just figure out what you want Christmas to be. Stop, like, having to have a Christmas tree. And also, I'm talking about commercial holidays. I know there's a lot of holidays, okay? These are just the ones that I feel like have been most commercialized and have been talked about the most. And also the ones I've engaged in. I don't have any information or knowledge on any of the holidays I haven't engaged in, so I'm not talking about them. So yeah, if you don't like the idea of shopping and getting people Christmas presents or going to someone's house and eating a bunch of food for Thanksgiving, don't do that. Just figure out what you want that holiday to mean for you and then make that holiday mean that. I think a lot of Thanksgiving is about gratitude and being grateful for the people who you can spend it with, which is why it's often centered around family, because it's like you're grateful for your family, and if you're not grateful for your family, don't spend it with your family. Find a different way to practice gratitude on Thanksgiving. And if you really hate gift giving and it makes you stressed, just don't participate in gift giving. I think a lot of the part of guilting people into not getting each other gifts, it's like, oh, how could you not get your friends gifts? It's because of capitalism. They want you to buy gifts, so they're trying to make you feel guilty so that you'll buy gifts. Okay, I'm on to them, and you need to be on to them too. So yeah, figure out what music you want to listen to, what you associate with holidays, or don't. Just don't celebrate the holiday. If everything about the holiday sucks for you, don't celebrate it. Do something else. Live your life. You have free will. It's crazy, I know, but... And if your entire family is celebrating the holiday, Kiran, if we're all celebrating Christmas and you're like, actually, I freaking hate Christmas, you can be like, hey, actually, this is the only stuff I want to be involved in Christmas. But I feel like you just have to get rid of the social expectations of what the holiday is supposed to be and figure out what your own expectations for the holiday is supposed to be. And then take those expectations and turn them into your reality and turn them into your holiday and your holiday traditions. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you for listening to my very intellectual talking. I very much appreciate it, Kiran. And I will be seeing you next time.